Morning everyone.
Morning.
Today I'm going to share a short session to you. It's from using AI to AI automation in daily work. Okay, a quick self-introduction about myself. I'm Benjamin Felix Chan from HRD Sdn Bhd. I have 3 years experience in training provider, and also I'm a certified AI automation trainer. Okay, so before we start the session, let's do a quick icebreaker. So I want everyone to stand up, go around, please say hi to each other, please tell your name. Okay, please tell your name and also mention one AI tool that you have used before. Okay, so you have 30 seconds, so take some time. Okay, it's okay. Okay. So thank you everyone. Please take a seat. Please take a seat. Okay. So thank you everyone. And then we can see that many of you use AI tools before, right?
Yes.
But the topic today, we are not going to talk about the AI tools, but we are going to talk what is actually happening beyond that. Okay. So the learning outcome for the topic today, upon completion of this program, the participants should be able to describe the difference between using AI and AI automation. Okay, there will be a huge difference. Okay, so the assessment criteria, threshold assessment method by the way of Q&A, and then Bloom's taxonomy is lower level thinking. Okay, so let's move to the module 1. Why AI alone is not enough? Okay, before I start, I would like to ask some questions. How often do you use AI? Like once a week? Please raise your hand. Once a week? No?
No.
Like every day? Now, you see, a lot of people use AI already. So, we come to this question. Everyone is talking about AI. Do you agree?
Yes.
Everyone is talking about AI.
Yes.
No matter it's government, multinational company, corporates, even SME right now, and the public. Everyone is talking about AI. AI tools are everywhere. You have ChatGPT, Copilot, DeepSeek, so on, so on, so on. And you can see all these companies fighting each other. Every week, everyone coming with new model, new model, new model. Even for me, I also couldn't touch so many AI models. So I will be only focusing few. Okay? So, but why is everyone still so busy? Did you realize that? With all the AI tools you are using, but actually why you are still feeling busy? Did you notice? Yeah. Because we are still doing all the work step by step. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Even after using AI, is it faster?
Yes.
Yes. You feel faster, right?
Yes.
Because AI helps you to write faster and think faster. Okay, so that's the obvious one. So easier?
Yes.
And maybe? Actually depends on task. Correct? Depends on task. Some tasks may be easier, some tasks mungkin tak boleh kan. Okay? And then less work? Less work? Not really. Not really. Why? Why?
The problem, right?
It's not the problem. Not right. It's because we are still doing everything manually. Even after with AI, we are doing everything manually. So any questions so far from here? Any question? Yes, next.
Yeah. So that one, they are not really out. So is that the problem?
Yes, because it means something is not really changing, even with the AI tools right now. Okay, so let me show you what's actually happening. Okay, most of you actually use AI like this. If you ask AI, Okay, once you ask the AI, you have output, right? And then you will copy the content, and then you will paste the content somewhere, and then you will edit the content, and then baru you send. Correct? Correct. So, did you see the whole process? You have the AI tools, but where's the AI tools? AI tools is here. But did your work process change? No, kan? It's only AI helping you to write faster and think faster. But your whole process still remaining the same. That's why you still feel busy. Because it didn't help you in your work process. You are still doing it yourself. Okay? So what's actually happening is the work process has not changed at all. With the AI tools, only help you to think faster and write faster. Okay? So whether it's email, reports, data entry, and also admin work, still the same. Kan? Familiar kan? This is all the things we do every day kan? Looks familiar, right?
Yes.
You are still the one doing it. So that's why you feel busy. Okay? And then there's one common misconception. A lot of people think AI automatic. Do you agree? Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, some agree, some not. Okay? But actually, AI is not magic. AI is not automatic. Not automatic. AI is only an assistant. It only helps you faster, but it didn't replace your work process. Okay, so this is one misconception in the market. So that's why, even with the AI tools, everyone still think, why am I still feel busy? Everyone have this misconception. Okay? So the problem is not AI. The problem is the process. So I would like to ask you, how many of you feel your work repetitive every day?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Most of you, right?
Yeah.
So the real problem is the process, because the process is repetitive. It's manual. Manual, copy and paste, really type, semua kan. And then same things happening every day. Every day you masuk office, buka your laptop, same things. Sendiri have to read the email, sendiri have to ask AI, draft the email, copy and paste, edit and send. Every day pun send. Okay? So AI helps you generate, but at the end, you are still the one clicking it, right? Right? Okay? So it means you are still doing the work. You, human. You are still doing the work, and you are still running the process yourself. So it means you are the system, human in the system. So you feel busy because the human in the middle, and then you have to do everything, connect all the steps together. Okay? So using AI alone is not enough. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes. Because you, human, is inside the process. The work never disappears. The work never disappears. It only becomes slightly faster. So this is the reason why everyone in the market feels like, ada AI tools tetapi macam semakin busy mungkin ada, tetapi it doesn't really help us in any way in speed or my workload. Okay, so before we move to group discussion, any question from you? Okay, so if no question from you, so I will give a paper to each group, and then take about 20 seconds of the time between the group. Think of a work that is repetitive every day. Think of a verb. It can be admin work, it can be email, it can be anything. Okay? Okay, thank you. So I will get the paper from you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, it's okay. I will use this group as an example. Okay, let's say for this group. Okay, let's break this down. So for this group, they say about updating the database and updating the report. So first you check the data, and then you update the file for the second step, and then you save. Okay, maybe you do this every day or every week. Okay, may I ask which part of here is repetitive?
All.
Correct. You are still doing this every day. You are still doing this repeat every day. Happen again and again. Okay, so AI helps us faster, but it doesn't run the process to us. So that's why the problem is the process. Correct. Okay, so any question for here before we move to the module 2?
No.
Okay, thank you. So we will move to module 2. Okay, so for module 2 is seeing work as a workflow. So for this part, we will do a case study. Okay, we will do a case study. So I will pass a paper to each group, and then you have a look at it, look at the process, focus on what's happening. So I will give you about 20 seconds to read it. Okay, thank you. So after reading the case study, so for group 1, what is the first step? You see from it?
Registration.
Yes, correct. Good. It's registration. For group 2, second step?
Reply email.
Reply email. Reply email. For group 1, step 3?
Update database.
Update database. So again, which part of this repetitive? Yes, correct. Then.
Question.
Yeah.
So it runs by itself?
It can be run by itself. So we have to identify the step first. So for this case study, we've already broke it to 3 steps. So for every work process, you have to break it step by step. And then only you go and identify whether it's repetitive and whether this can be automated. Okay? So right now, you have these 3 steps. So what if I tell you, you don't have to do this manually step by step? And what if I tell you, this workflow can be automated behind? So I will show you the workflow, automated workflow. So for the first step is same registration, and then auto reply email, and then auto update database. Okay, so this is the example of automated. So imagine for the previous one, registration, human have to go check the registration, have to go second step, reply every email, right? And then have to update the database itself. But right now, once we already identify and we automate it, you imagine how much time you can save, how much workload you can reduce as well. Correct, right? So any question from group 2 for this? Okay, any question from? Okay, sure. Okay, thank you. So this is the example for automated workflow. Okay, so let's have a summary. Let's do the recap of what we have learned today. For the module 1, I've already told you, AI tools is not enough. AI tools only help you to write faster and think faster. Alright? And then it does not replace the process. So in this module, we have already identified AI is not able to, okay, and then, but the real problem is what? The process. Correct. So that's the module 1. So for the module 2, after we have done the case study, because we have already run through, broke into the small steps, and then we see which one can be identified to be a repetitive step, and we can do it automatically. Okay, so this is the recap for the 2 modules we have learned today. And then the review outcome. By now, I think every one of you are able to describe the difference between using AI and AI automation. Okay, so for the recall assessment criteria, throughout the session, we have used Q&A, we have used case study to check your understanding, right? Okay, so I believe we have already achieved the learning outcome. Okay, the learning outcome with the recap just now as well. And then, okay, I think that's all for my sharing today. So I think, I believe when you go back to your workplace, you are able to bring this knowledge back as well. And then check whether your work, your daily work can be, identify your daily work to see whether it's repetitive and see whether it can be potential for automation. So that's the end of my sharing today. Thank you.